Hello my needle drops, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and I hope everyone had a good Halloween weekend, recovering from all that candy eating, all that Satan worshipping. Don't act like you don't do it. I know your sick, disgusting habits. And what better way to indulge in those habits than by reviewing the new Electric Wizard album, Black Masses. I've been anticipating this review for weeks, mostly because you guys have been requesting it like mad with comments like this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. But also, Electric Wizard is one of the toughest acts to follow in doom, stoner, sludge, whatever you want to call it, metal. For over 15 years, they've built a reputation on their thick sound and heavy riffs, but this LP is a change in that formula, even if it is just a small one. The most obvious change for me between this album and Electric Wizard's previous LP, Witch Cult Today, is the overall tempo of this thing. Electric Wizard is not stopping to smell the roses on this LP like they used to, which may disappoint some people hoping for another Dope Throne. Though Black Masses does have its slow moments, this thing is not a gigantic lizard monster stomping slowly through city streets and punching buildings and smashing cars, which is usually how I like to picture some of my favorite doom metal albums. Black Masses feels a lot more like a down-tuned psych rock record, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because Electric Wizard really labored over the mix on this LP. Some of my favorite songs here start with a riff and kind of build into this wall of sound that is just impenetrable. I'm talking about tracks that build up into a density that is so intense it feels like I'm about to have a mental breakdown, kind of like SATYR 9, Scorpio's Curse, Venus in Furs, and these walls of sound are just built out of swirling phantom noises, just stuff I have no idea as to how to identify. Freaky guitar solos, some drones as well, kind of hanging in the air. It sounds like a dense doom lasagna. But there are some tracks on here that play it kind of safe by Electric Wizard standards. They're not too slow, they're not too noisy, the riffs are maybe a little nondescript. They kind of feel like Electric Wizard is playing it a little safe. They're kind of like Electric Wizard singles, focusing on what's easygoing, what's accessible, as opposed to what's experimental. My major gripe with this LP, though, is a slightly muddy sound. Just enough so that some of the riffs, some of the sounds, some of what I really want to come out of the speakers and hit me hard is getting maybe just a little lost in translation. Intentional or not, it's not the most appealing thing in the world. I love that Electric Wizard is trying to maintain this 70s aesthetic with their recording style, really to call back to those classic bands in doom like Black Sabbath, like Trouble. But the more I turn this record up, the more difficult it becomes for me to kind of decipher what's going on. I really don't feel like I'm sunbaking in this massive sound as much as I am kind of just like getting a spray tan. I didn't hate not a single track on this LP though. Even the closer's pretty good, the Crypt of Drugula, which is this drony, noisy piece full of lightning strikes, very kind of ambient but also ominous at the same time. But then again, it's not like this album had me on my knees, speaking in tongues, and worshipping at the Black Mass either. It took a little time to grow on me, but I'm feeling like a decent to strong 6 on this thing. I like it, but I'm not in love with it. I know there are a lot of hardcore Electric Wizard fans watching. What do you guys think of this record? How do you think it compares to their early stuff, especially Dope Throne, and especially Witch Cult Today, and even their self-titled LP as well? And I'm sure you guys will also tell me in the comments below what you think I should be reviewing next. Anthony Fantano, Electric Wizard, Black Masses, forever.